And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me, I got Q the Reese God.
Yep. I am here.
And, and if you're wondering why it's just Q, now usually the people I talk with, they don't really not into sports except for Q. So, and honestly, there's really nothing going on this week but sports. So
Haha.
it's another episode of Q and Ray talk about sports.
Let's go. You know it. See, I think the audience really like once a month that we go on a sports rant, which is me and you. I think we need to make that official.
Hey man, I'm down with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I think once a month. I think we should be allowed to say whatever we want about the sports nation. That's it.
Yeah. But before we get to this, I just want to ask you one question. Did you think T Top got robbed by Jack Boy May?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't
Did you
like.
think
I don't like.
Did you think Prep beat Swave?
I can't say he did, but I can't say he didn't. He did. He came with something.
So
You know,
that's the one battle I missed, and I still cannot watch that battle on the app for some reason.
dog. Let me tell you
But
something.
it's the one battle I want to see. That's the only battle I want to see. I know
The biggest
Cortez. First of
surprise.
all, you. Oh yeah. By the way, you owe Cortez an apology.
Yeah, I was just about to say the biggest surprise was fucking. Hey, I don't give a fuck who the fuck Cortez beat. I fucking hate him. That's one thing me and Sue Surf, as long as I'm alive and as long as I got a breath in my air, me and Sue Surf will have one thing in common. We both hate Cortez. Like it's just inevitable. I'm sorry. I've never liked Cortez, but he surprised me because he came and he beat fucking official.
He dogged official.
Yeah,
Oh,
he beat the brakes off official. Like it was just like damn, dog. But it was just more so like damn official. You could have came something better than that.
you right. All right. What about Serious Jones and Run Nitty? What you thought about that?
Are you serious?
Yo, was Serious Jones like he got robbed?
Are
Serious
you
Jones was walking around like he got robbed.
just like how Cassidy think he 2-1 Hitman? And Ray,
All right,
and Ray,
I
if
just
we
want, I just wanted your opinion on it.
Ray,
I'm just glad.
and I'm gonna be honest, since we talking about Hitman and Cassidy, I just want to point out the fact that I legit went back and watched the battle 3, 4 times. I even had my little brother watch it. Hitman beat him. I don't know what everybody is saying. It's the second round was what his is what is that's what he do. Hitman is not known for second rounds. He's never been known for second rounds.
Right,
The only time he's had the only time Hitman really has a second round is when he comes with all 3 rounds. Like
right.
all 3 fire rounds. Like you can't Hitman with a second round, you're not gonna beat him. It's impossible. So
I always said if Hitman comes with all three rounds, it's a
you
wrap.
can't beat him. You can't beat him. Like that's why I keep saying Hitman is always gonna get your first. Hitman's thirds are underrated because people are usually like is usually died down by then.
Hmm.
His aura usually dies down by the third round, but he says some slick shit in the third round to send you back home. But if Hitman actually comes to you like, all right, Hitman versus K Shine, all 3 rounds. Hitman versus
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Good God Almighty, that was 3 rounds of first round. Like he could have used those 3 rounds for a first round and won the next 3 battles. And like that 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 I was a Hitman fan before that battle. So imagine the buildup that I had with Hitman, waiting for him to battle Arsenal, and to see him 3-0 Arsenal so fucking bad. And that's a 3-0 people just throw away like it wasn't significant. You know, like are we going to talk like like we can't discredit, you know, the Spurs for beating the Pistons the first time they played them, because in reality, the hype was the Pistons could beat the Spurs because they just beat the Lakers. That was
Right.
the hype. That's the same hype Arsenal had. Arsenal was beating everybody. Arsenal was running through everybody in America and overseas. He was run. You know what I'm saying? He was on what's my man old league Lions Den. He was on Lions
Yeah,
Den.
London.
He was on Sub-Zero killing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And he had a run. These were two young Titans who had a run, and it was going to happen. And Hitman just 3-0'd him. 3-0. Like this, that is one of the worst 3-0s for Arsenal. Arsenal gets 3-0'd a lot. Let's just talk about that. He gets 3-0'd a lot, but that's probably the worst 3-0 he's ever gotten in his life.
Definitely the most memorable.
Like Jesus, like that LeBron line he had in the third round will always sit, and like that bar will always it has like it's forever going to sit in my brain. Like that was one of the craziest bars I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
But yeah, like if Hitman come with all three, it's almost impossible to beat. If Hitman come with two, you got a chance. You only got a chance. I just don't understand. I just hate when people. I hate when battlers, when they lose, it makes it harder for you to make that discussion for legit battles that think they got robbed.
Right.
And it makes it harder for like when you got Serious Jones who clearly lost. You clearly lost, okay? And you're running around saying you got robbed, which makes it harder for you to say, "Oh, Sway got robbed too." But in reality, that battle was a lot closer, and me personally, I would edge it to Sway because that's just my preference of who I like to hear. But
Yeah, all right. Before you continue, let me ask you this. Sorry to cut you off. What did you think of the judges?
that I do agree with that with Serious Jones. That's one thing I do. I
Because they
think,
was like judging them off of some weird shit, like facial expressions, or you invaded prep space and some shit like that. And I was like,
yeah, I don't like that. They need to get rid of this shit. I don't like this. Smack need to do better. Smack needs to use these veterans for more than just overpaying them for battles that they're not winning.
I
Sue
don't,
Surf,
I'm,
Sue Surf would have been a perfect fucking judge. I love Sue Surf the personality.
I think Sue Surf would have been biased. I'm sorry. I think Sue Surf would have been fucking biased.
Why?
You're
Because
like,
why? Because Cortez would have lost.
yes, Cortez would have fucking lost.
Cortez would
Cortez,
have lost.
he would have
Cortez
taken
would
that
have
shit to
lost.
official.
Cortez would have. Hey, Cortez would have lost.
Everybody would have saw that 3-0 in Cortez. I don't think the fans, and me personally, I don't think the fans should have a judgment of this, especially with 100K on the line. I just personally, like, I agree. It was like, because I do think, and I'm not saying this because I am a Sway fan, but I do think, yeah, I do see sometimes I see some biasness where it's just like the fans go one way. It's like,
It's
okay,
really based off. It's based off of
Geechee got
popular.
it beat. What was his name? Who Geechee got it battled that he beat, right?
Mhm.
But I can't remember his fucking name, which is like it's probably going to disprove my point. But that battle to me was closer than everybody thought. I didn't like Gigi won, but I didn't think he beat the shit out of him like everybody thought. I was like, God damn. But that's how I feel about a lot of Geechee battles. It's like Geechee win his fights, but everybody be like, "Oh, he destroyed them," except for Tech Nine because he did destroy Tech Nine. But at the same time, that was in Cali, and I think a lot of people was biased for Geechee. But Tech Nine had some bars, rest in peace. But like, I give Geechee, like
I
I said, I told everybody, I give Geechee his wins. I do, but I just don't think he be beating the shit out of him like everybody else be saying.
Geechee Gotti. I have not seen. I'm really trying to think, but I don't think I've ever seen Geechee Gotti 3-0 anybody.
He 3-0. He 3-0
It,
Tech Nine.
okay, yeah, that's about it.
He 3-0
Like,
Tech Nine.
but
Like,
I mean,
but this
like,
is what I'm
but
saying though. I give him his battles.
I mean, like
But like,
clear. Like I could name, like I could literally, you could give me a battler, you can name a battler, and I could literally be like, all right, he 3-0'd such and such and such. Like, and I can't think of one for Geechee Gotti. Like, you could literally ask me right now, any battler. I'm like, all right, he 3-0'd such.
Okay, Chef Trez.
Good try. Uh, shit, he 3-0'd Mike P.
Okay, I was testing you.
I'm about to say shit. I'm about to say he 3-0'd Mike P out the water.
All right, Shotgun Suge.
Damn, that's a good one. Hold up.
I think he 3-0. I think he 3-0'd Av, but that's
I'm about to
about
say,
it.
does that count? Does Bill Collector count? No.
Oh, he did beat Bill Collector.
Yeah, I'm about to say, does Bill Collector count? See, yeah, okay. Bill Collector, yeah, he 3-0 Bill Collector, but it wasn't like it wasn't a fancy 3-0. It was real. It was Shotgun Suge.
Okay,
Pocket time.
what about Hollow?
Hollow the Dog? Are you serious?
Yeah, I threw you a softball there.
Nigga, what? Hollow the Dog 3-0 Goods. Hollow the Dog. Hollow the Dog 3-0 Hitman. The fuck? Like that's what it. No, I ain't gonna say that. Hitman got one round, but still, Holler the Dog. Hitman barely got one round. Holler the Dog. That's a battle. People don't even remember. But Holler the
Yeah.
Dog beat Hitman. Clear.
Yeah.
Hitman got some clear losses. That's what people don't need. People in this podcast need to understand. I am not a biased Hitman fan. I can Tech Nine. I mean, not Tech Nine. A T-Rex beat the brakes off of Hitman in a one rounder. Like it was probably the craziest that and don't get me wrong, T-Rex is annoying. But when T-Rex was in his prime, when T-Rex was on his game, when T-Rex was at his best, it was
He was not to be fucked with.
very, 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 and he had a distinct hate for St. Louis rappers, and I kind of liked it. Like it was like he steered me away from St. Louis rappers and made me respect New York rappers more. And that's where my Charlie Clips love came in, where I was just like, Charlie Clips might be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. But that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is I am not a biased battle rap fan. There are people I do not like, but that's because they have a lot of filler. They don't hit. And a lot of their bars are cheesy Nicki Minaj at her worst type of bars. Like, I love Nicki Minaj when she's at her best, but when she's at her worst, I can't stand her.
I've said the same thing.
Like, I want people to understand. I am not a person who likes lackluster bars. It doesn't matter who you are. If Fabulous gave me some bars that Soulja Boy could have came up with, I would be pissed off at Fabulous. But there's a reason why I consistently listen to whatever Fabulous comes out, because it doesn't matter what happens. I know he's going to say something that nobody else has said.
Right.
I just don't like the repeat BS. So that being said, there's a lot of battle rappers that I do not like, that I will not like, because they say a lot of repetitive things that are like, no, I don't like to hear that. It didn't make sense. It wasn't good. You're trying to put too much in something. It didn't need the extra, and it's you. I don't like you. And then some rappers I don't like because they're gas, and people make bigger of the bars they say that that really don't hit that well. Like, they're really not that good, but hint, Sue Surf, but that's neither here nor there either.
If you wasn't going to hit, I was going to hit.
I'm about to say, you already know where I was going, hint, Sue Surf, but that's neither here nor there. Another hint, Tay Rock, but I'm going to leave him alone too.
He has his ups and downs. D Natty was terrible.
Dog.
I thought it was terrible when he first said it, and people like, ooh. I was like, yo, D Natty is the worst shit. Why are people reacting to this?
Hold on. Let me take you back down memory lane. Earn and Nash is Nash.
I hated it.
Is Nash.
Yo, my favorite line from Charlie Chris when he said, "Earn the ass is hot, nigga." No, it's not.
It's right, no bullshit. Earn ass with your bird ass. Come on, man. Charlie Chris is a goat. I wish people leave.
Side note,
I will not get into the top 5 conversation. Well, I could because we have all day today.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my top five is full of all them niggas.
Hey, ain't that sad and fucked up that
Yes.
it's filled? I bet your top 5 has 4 Harlem niggas and 1 St. Louis nigga. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Lux,
Mm-hmm.
Mook,
Mm-hmm.
Clip,
Mm-hmm.
K-Shine.
Thank you. Go ahead, say it.
You right about the four Harlem niggas.
Oh,
I
so
don't
it's
know
not.
if the fifth. I don't know if the fifth was a St. Louis nigga, but I will say this: B Magic was in my top five at one point,
Oh
so
my
I will
God, are
give
you
you that,
serious? B
bruh.
Magic was in your.
Dog,
Oh,
dog. You
no.
cannot tell me B Magic was on a fucking streak
Yeah, he was.
before
I can't
he
be mad. I'm like, okay. So we talking about like if it was right now, who was my top 5? Like, okay, I
B
understand.
Magic's not
All
in my
right, B
top five
Magic.
right now.
Yeah, about to say B
Twerk
Magic
is
is my.
ask me Twerk is in my top five, but
Yeah,
he's about to get kicked. He
yeah.
about to
He's
get
about to be
kicked
number
out
7.
because
He's
that
about to
nigga
be
be
number.
disappointing me.
Yeah, he's about to be like at 7. Twerk was number 1 for me. Like as far as like who right now, I feel like can't like at their best can't be beat. I thought when Twerk 3-0 JC, it made me a believer.
Yes.
Like that right there, like to beat JC in a small room, bar for bar, that is almost it's
Oh
almost
wait, my top five is all Harlem niggas. I just realized number five is Sway Seven.
are you serious?
Yo, stop. Yo, don't sleep on Sway.
I'm not disrespecting Swave 7.
Do
But what
not.
I'm saying is, dog,
My top five is nothing but Harlem
it's okay.
niggas.
I understand, bro. I understand. My top 5, man. My top 5. I think I got 3 Harlem niggas in my top 5. No, I don't even think I got 3. Hold up. Lux, Charlie. Yeah, I only got 2 because Mook is definitely not in my top 5. You know how I feel about him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If anybody's gonna be in my top 5, it's gonna be T-Rex. But
Twerk,
T-Rex fell
I'm
off so
gonna be
bad.
real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm one of them niggas that will say nobody can beat Mook, and then I watched that battle between that 2-on-2, and the way Twerk first round was, I was like, if them
Twerk,
niggas do,
Twerk or
if
3-0
them
Mook.
niggas battle, I might give it a Twerk if
Twerk,
he's on
hey,
that A game.
Twerk would beat Mook, bro.
Bruh, he got me to like for someone for me to like double guess or double what's the word I'm looking for? Like contemplate against Mook because I don't ever pick against Mook. I love Tay Rock, but I wasn't picking him against Mook.
Fuck
Like
no, I wasn't there.
I would, and I love.
Look, look. Tay Rock at his best is awesome. He's great. He's top 5 material. But he doesn't. How do I put it? He's like Giannis. He makes a lot of noise. He does a lot of great things, but he doesn't push you to that next to where he's like to where he's really like he's threatening the god tier battlers. Like Surf did it. Surf pushed his way to Loaded Lux and then blew it.
I still don't know how he got that. I don't care if anybody say. I don't. Out of everybody, okay, I know Arsenal battled Lux, and like
I
Lux
feel
have
like
battled most of the people in this generation. I
I feel like
still
I feel like
would
it's
have put
only
some
one.
other names before Lux.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
before
it's only one
Surf.
battler from our era. From our era, because
Hmm.
I look at it like this. Me and you, even though you are older than me, I feel like our battle rap era is my battle rap era is generally Hitman, um, Sue Surf, and the Charlie Clipses, and around that era. I didn't like Mook that much. Loaded Lux was You know what I'm saying? The only person in that era that I admire is Reed Dollars. You know, I give Reed Dollars all the flowers he deserves. Yeah, he's the man. But I feel like the only person from my era who deserves Loaded Lux, hands down, no debating, is Hitman Holler. He is the only person who can legit say, "I want Lux," and you really got to consider it.
You know
And
what? I'm gonna take. You know, I'm gonna take this. With Jay. I don't know if you ever. I know you watch Jay Black, but did you ever watch where he said like Hitman's like a final boss?
yeah, he
It's
is.
like
Absolutely, he is. If anybody who's in the performance category, who's not, see, if you're a lyricist, if you bar for bar lyricist, you know what I'm saying, you intricate double entendres, you know what I'm saying, metaphors, you know, Loaded Lux might be Loaded Lux or Murder Mook, depending on what direction you're going as far as how you know interpretate your bars, how you present them. You'll either go to Murder Mook or you'll go to Loaded Lux. If you're a gun bar, and you know what I'm saying, bow type of nigga, you'll probably most likely try to stand in front of Murder Mook. But if you are B. Dot, JC, Charlie Clips type of guy who's like got bars, you'll probably try to stand in front of Loaded Lux. But like performance wise, you gotta stand in front of Hitman. It's like it's in look at his resume and then tell me like Hitman legit might have the best resume out of all battle rappers ever.
mm-hmm.
Like if you really go down the line of who Hitman is beat, who Hitman is lost to, and how he's lost to him, you can legit say he's never been 3-0. You can legit say any battle he's lost, like he's never really like clearly lost, except for like Hollow the Don. I give Hollow that one, but like if he's lost, like I don't think he lost to Sue Surf that bad the way people make it seem. Like he definitely didn't. And I'm trying to think. I can't even think of nobody. Oh, and Averb came down to one crazy ass round. Averb and Hitman came down to the greatest round ever.
That's probably one of the top 10 battles ever.
That's my fate. That's the greatest battle in my eyes. That's the greatest battle ever. Like
That's the greatest battle in your eyes.
yeah,
In
because
my
it's two
to
battlers.
Calico, Lola Lux and Calico and Lux and Mook in the barbershop or wherever it was. That's still one of my favorites.
I just think Hitman and Averb were they were both at their peak. No, I don't even think they were both at their peak, but I just think Hitman was on a run, and he was so good, but Averb just had his number, but you didn't know who to pick in that situation, and it was
Oh
like
no, that Big Gerald though. But that Big Gerald, I think that
Big
Big Gerald
Big Gerald was
saved
crazy.
Averb
Big
because
Gerald, that Big Gerald hurt my soul.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there is not a battle where all three rounds was just perfect. And
Except
like that round, all three like Hitman was perfect that day. I
hey,
don't care if anybody.
that's what makes that battle so crazy. It was the fact that you got a perfect three. That's the crazy thing, that Averb is the only person that I know for certain that has beaten Hitman at his final form. like you beat Hitman in his like 3-round Hitman remix. That was when the first remix came.
Right.
Like that was the first remix, and that was the first Showtime. Come on, man, that was crazy.
Bruh. Hey,
That was
you know what's funny? Because I'm looking at like a bunch of Hitman Holler battles, all right? Look at this. Him versus Cassidy, 3.3 million views. Hitman versus Bill Collector, almost 4 million views. Hitman versus Sue Surf, 8.2 million views.
come on, keep it going.
Hitman versus K Shine, 4.1 million views. The battle between Clips and Goods and him and John and Don, 5.4 million views.
And tell me
Hitman
he's not a
versus
fight.
Conceited,
Tell tell me
5.5 million views.
tell me he's not a final boss, bro.
Bruh, Hitman brings in the numbers. Like
Like
Hitman
he's
probably has the most million view battles.
Hitman,
Tay Rock
Hitman,
versus Hitman Holla almost 3 million views. The face
Hitman,
off for Cassie versus Hitman, that is almost 3 million views.
Hitman. I'm telling you, if you want to, pioneers. I will never let battle rap die. I will never let a day go by where a motherfucker can disrespect Hitman Holler and say he's not God tier. Top tier and God tier are two different things, people. Let me explain this to you, okay? Geechee Gotti, top tier. Tay Rock, top tier. Charlie Clips, God tier. Loaded Lux.
Beloved.
he
Let's
is
go, beloved.
he's in the words of Jay Black, beloved. Beloved. He is God tier. God tier is certain battle rappers. When you see them on the card, when you see that they're battling, they're the reason why you're even watching the entire card. You just happen to stumble across 3-4 battles that happen to be great, but you come there for one specific battle. You see it. Battle rap fans know. You see Goods on that card. First of all, he's main event. Second of all, you're going to go watch that.
Right.
It's that is God tier for me. When you can literally put your name on a card and it's like, he's coming back. Let's see what he's going to do. Hitman on any card is like, he's main event. Doesn't even matter who's in front of him. It doesn't matter who he's battling. It doesn't matter who else is on that card. Hitman is most likely going to get paid the most likely going to be main event, and it's just that. And whoever's in front of him is either going to be top tier or God tier. You can't be nothing lower than that. You know, it's levels, it's certain levels. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know him. Y'all know MTV Hitman. I know tank top, gold chain, cornrow Hitman in the small club in St. Louis Hitman. I know, you know what I'm saying? Hey Juice, I'm gonna be your size when I'm done with this turkey. You know what I'm saying? I know that Hitman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bruh. Like I said, Hitman brings in them. If you putting him in on your card, he brings in the money.
No, that's
Enough
it.
said.
It's
Enough said.
enough said. You're gonna get ticket sales. You're gonna sell out. Whatever arena you're in, you're gonna sell out. Whatever app you're on is going to be filled, and whatever platform you post it on, you're going to get the views. Hitman brings in money. Hitman is Hollywood, but he's still giving you 3 rounds, and he still ain't been beat since he became Hollywood.
No, he hasn't.
Hitman is literally undefeated the last like 4 or 5 years. There's nobody who's beaten Hitman in the last 4 years. Who stood in front of Hitman. He's beaten everybody that stood in front of him. He beat Bill Collector. Bill Collector just did good. That's probably the closest battle you got.
Right. Now, any last word before we get into sports?
I hate Cortez. we always gonna get that. I kind of hate Sue Surf, but I like Sue Surf as the personality. I hate Sue Surf as the battler. I'm the reach god. Fuck Dot. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Charlie Clips be Loaded Lux 2-1. I don't give a fuck.
I was about to say, you know, you're getting away with that one.
I'm about to say, nah. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep saying it to the day I die. Charlie Clips beat Loaded Lux 2-1. First and the second.
Right. Ayo, and twerk. And this is coming from a fan, bruh. I'm gonna need you to show up. You're the one. I'll be wanting to bet money on you, twerk, and then you do some shit like this. You should have demolished KCJ, and I like KCJ, but them bars she had was not good. You should have killed her.
Yeah, KCJ head big as shit.
KCJ got a full 5'6" head. You know?
Yeah, KCJ head. I don't know how to explain her shit. Like she got the baby bop from Barney. Like her shit big as shit. Like her ponytail need a ponytail. Like her shit big as shit.
Yo, KCJ is the reason why Avant goes, I can read your mind,
Hey,
baby.
I can read
I
it. Twerk
love
can read it.
you
The whole world can read it. You know what I'm saying? Dot gonna take your bars and reach with him, so you might as well like start wearing a hat or some shit. Yoshi G, please, come on,
Dog. She
get
looked like
good,
dog.
get good already, please.
Them, yo, I'm sorry. I know how much you love her, and I like tiny petite women as well. But
Get good. Oh my god,
that was ooh,
horrid.
ooh.
Get good, Yoshi. God damn it, shit, fuck. This shit hurts my soul. Jazz the
That's
rapper
what
can't
hurt
be the
it.
only no ass girl I love, yo. God damn, yo. I can't keep loving Jazz big apple headed ass, man. Shit, Jazz, hurry up and get out of retirement so you can go ahead and beat what the fuck is her face?
Misfit.
Yes, please, so you can go
She's
ahead and
not
beat.
beating Misfit.
Yes, she
She's not
is.
beating Misfit. She
She's
is
beating
not beating
Misfit. She
Misfit.
gonna beat Misfit. Why? Let me
She's
tell you
not
why.
beating Misfit.
Let me tell you
Why?
why. Because she got
Why?
Sue Surf gas. The fuck? I don't know why you sitting here pretending like this is not gonna be Sue Surf versus Cortez all over again. Like,
Bruh, Misfit is not Cortez. Yes, she rocks with Cortez, but she is not Cortez. People like her. People don't like Cortez. I like Cortez. You don't like Cortez.
nigga, you don't like Cortez for real. Like, let's be real. Like, you just saying this to try to like dispute me, but in reality, behind closed doors, you don't like Cortez as much as I do. Like, you just like Cortez more than Sue Surf. Is it?
True.
Exactly. That's the only argument. I like Sue Surf more than Cortez. We both don't like neither one of them.
Hey, a friend of mine said I don't trust any Spanish nigga that don't know how to speak Spanish. Like Poppy,
Hey
what's wrong
young,
with you?
he don't know how to speak Spanish. Hitman, he didn't even know what Hitman said. But he told Dayball, he didn't know what he said.
Translation: ball game.
His man behind him knew what he said.
Yo, that shit was funny. All right, let's get on the sports. All right.
Let's go.
All right, us as Cowboys fans. Before I get my thoughts, what did you think of what we drafted?
I think we did okay. I think I don't like the cornerback we drafted, but let's see what he do. The cornerback from Kentucky is pretty good. Let's see how he goes. We drafted 2 outside linebackers. I don't know why. Micah Parsons, that was just luck. God was like, y'all fucked up. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all something real quick.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted Patrick Surtain, but Patrick Surtain was taken.
I did too. I was sold on Patrick Surtain. Any defensive player from Alabama, I want them.
And don't get me wrong, I've been looking up Michael Parsons and his highlights. That man's a dog. He is a dog.
No, he's a real dog. No, he's the real.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Michael Parsons thing. I'm not even mad that we drafted a bunch of D linemen, even though we have good D linemen and shit. But what are we going to do about the
The
safety.
secondary. The
What are we doing? It's
secondary.
specifically, I'm specifically talking about the safeties. Our corners. What was the rookie last year? I keep forgetting his name, but
Oh, Trey Diggs.
yes, Trey Diggs was great, and I like the when we picked him up. I was like, all right, he's gonna be doing good.
I like
He did
Trey
good through the
Diggs,
season.
Anthony Brown, and what's the other kid name? Is it Awuzie?
Yeah, Awuzie. But our safeties was getting beat every fucking time,
But
and I didn't like it.
we signed Keanu Neal. We signed Keanu Neal from the Falcons, and I believe we signed the other safety from the Falcons. But I think I'm more concerned about what Dan Quinn is going to do with this defense. I feel like I feel like we're going to pay for getting rid of Chris Richards, Chris
I
Richard,
the way I
Chris
look at it,
Richard.
it's the same. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say I wanted to correct it. Chris Richard. I think we're going to pay for getting rid of Chris Richard.
My thing is like with all these linebackers, who's gonna play who? Because we still got Cal Van Ness, and Cal Van Ness is good. I know Sean Lee just retired, 11 years. Congratulations, Sean Lee.
That's one of
Um,
my. Oh man,
man,
he
that
was
made me
told
sad.
he was Tony Romo on defense.
Yes, he was, but he got hurt a lot too.
That's
Which,
Tony Romo on defense.
I was about to say, yeah. Did I say, yeah? I gotta agree with you. But Sean Lee was my man, and I fucks with Sean Lee. Like one of the best cover quarterbacks I think we had since like that win, and I
Yeah.
like that win. And shoot, matter of fact, during that time, our linebackers was solid. We had a bunch of solid line. It was one of the reasons why I picked them on Madden, other than being a Cowboys fan. But that defense was. And then we had Darren Woodson and Roy Williams on the safeties. I've been saying this. We haven't had good safeties since Roy Williams left. I don't care what anybody say. But I do want. I know they're long. They have long. So the cornerbacks we picked, they're like real tall. They're real lanky and all that other stuff. So I guess that works because I know Cromartie. And one of my favorite corners was growing up was Antonio Cromartie, and he was long and lanky and fast. So I do like long corners. Pause.
Yeah.
But
Thank you. I appreciate that.
but I still if them boys from the Falcons are good as you say they are, because if I remember the Falcons was not having a good season last year, but I just want us to be good. That's all I ask for. Is like, and now that we paid Dak, I hope Dak don't do what Zeke did, which is take a year off after you get paid. It's like, and and Zeke, I still have faith in you, but you better get your bounce back, my guy. That shit last year was unacceptable.
Zeke, where's my money? How about that? The fuck? I'm getting tired of Zeke, man. I'm getting tired of you, Ezekiel Elliott. I am an advocate of Ezekiel Elliott. You have to do better. But I feel like he will. I feel like this year we're gonna look good.
He better. He better.
But hey, let's talk about the big news.
What's the big news?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, what do you is he staying? You think he's staying with the Packers? I
Uh
hope not, because I hate the Packers and my family. I got cousins that are Packers fans, and my best friend, she's a homegirl. She's a Packers fan too. So I want him to leave so I can like rub it in all their faces.
see, let me tell you why I don't want him to leave.
Why?
Because there's a possibility he goes to the Redskins.
Hell no.
I don't want no happiness towards the Washington Redskins. I want them to believe that they're going to do something good, and then I want it all to fall. I feel the way Stephen A. Smith feels about us is how I feel about the Redskins. I want them to just fall flat on your face, look terrible, be mad. I want you to cry while you're doing it too. Like, I can't stand them. I hate Redskin fans because they're delusional every fucking year. Every year. And you know what they're delusional about? It's not even about them having a winning season. They're not even excited about having a winning season. They're excited about beating us twice.
It always is. But then again, we're the same way. I don't care if we go 2-16 and some shit like that. Them 2 games with the Redskins, I'm happy.
I
It
mean,
then
yeah, that's true too.
it's the same way. It's just, but man, that season blew me. But I'm not gonna like it showed that we needed Dak, and we have at least good enough offense that we could do something with a backup quarterback.
It showed us two things, Ray. Let's be real. One, we needed Dak.
Yeah.
That's inevitable. I agree with that. And two, we shouldn't hire defensive coordinators who got fired for being terrible defensive coordinators.
Oh
He ain't
man,
had a job in years, and you give him a job doing the
bro,
same job he got fired for.
bro, our defense is trash.
Are you going to call Shaq to be your shooting coach?
No.
All right, I didn't think so.
No, but this is what I was telling people all the time. I think people just noticed it this year, but I've always said this when Tony Romo was our quarterback, and everybody used to blame Tony Romo, and I'm like, Tony Romo don't play defense. Yo, our defense. There's been plenty of times Tony Romo will give you 30 and a half.
We've never had a top 10 defense with Tony Romo.
Right,
I don't think so. I could look it up, but I don't think we've ever had a top 10 defense with Tony Romo.
right, and there's been plenty of games with defense with DeMarcus Ware, by the way. They give up games, and like Tony Romo gotta have to be in a shootout. So
Tony
I've always
Romo Tony Romo had too much pressure on him. Tony Romo reminds me. There's a lot of players that remind me of Tony Romo, but it's a category I give to certain players with Tony Romo's, bad luck. I call them coulda beens. The
Matt
Matt,
Ryan's one of them.
I'm about to say the Matt Ryans of the world, the Matthew Staffords. Like you're really good, but for some reason you can't get over the hump. Like it was one person I feel like Tony Romo just like couldn't beat, and it was Aaron Rodgers. Like it was like
Bro, that game will forever haunt me for the rest of my life.
it was a
Des
catch.
caught it. Des caught it.
It was a
Bro, I
catch.
was so
You already
mad.
know what I was about to say. It was a catch. I'm not
It was
even
a
going.
catch. Des caught it.
I might get a tattoo that said it was a catch, just so people can know. Like
I
that's
ain't
how
never,
serious I
I
am.
ain't never seen no play like that where my man took 3 to 4 steps
And made a football move.
and made a football move,
He
and
stretched
you
the
say
ball
it's an
out to get an
incomplete
extra
catch.
yard, and it's not a catch. Are you serious? That we would have won. I don't care what Stephen A. Smith says. He's talking about some Aaron Rodgers would have drove down the field with a minute and something, such. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I would have been more happy with us having the touchdown and Aaron Rodgers having to do that than for him to be able to just go down there and just win the game with a fucking fit. Like, oh my God, I don't even talk about it.
But you know what? Tony Romo's making his millions commentating, and he is the best commentator in sports right now. So, congratulations.
He is a fuck. Why wasn't you this? That's why. Oh my God.
That's why it
Like,
pisses you off so much.
oh my God. Like, do you not? I think you know where I'm going with this. Like,
Say it anyway.
why are you so fucking smart when you're not on the field? You were a fucking moron when you were on the fucking field. You were awesome. You were accurate. Bruh, but you were a fucking moron. You threw plays and was like, Tony, why the fuck did you throw that?
Hey, say what you want. Tony Romo has never thrown 20 interceptions in the season. I know elite quarterbacks have done it. Eli Manning, who has won 2 titles, has thrown 20 interceptions before. Tony Romo.
I hate Eli Manning so much. I like oh my God.
You know what's funny? In that Giants uniform, he always looked like a little kid trying to his older brother's fucking uniform. It's like, I want to be just like Big Brother.
I fucking hate Eli Manning so much. Like
He never looked like he fitted his jersey.
I hate Eli Manning. So, like, he's just like he is the worst good quarterback ever. Like, how are you the worst good quarterback ever? Like, if there was ever like a top 50 quarterbacks ever, he's like between like 40 and 50 to me.
That's funny.
I hate Eli Manning to the core because he's never led the league in yards. He's never led the league in touchdowns. He's never led the league in yards per game, completion percentage. He's never led the league in the least turnovers. He's never. Oh my god! This is how you build a. That's when you look at the teams Eli Manning won Super Bowls with. That is how you build a team around a mediocre quarterback.
That is true.
The 49ers almost did it. They almost won. But Patrick Mahomes was just too good that day.
It's free real estate.
It's just it. Like, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes was just too good that day. If Tom Brady, if Tom Brady would have had, okay, I can't say that because he had Randy Moss 1 year. I think that year they were just destined to lose.
Bro, that's a lucky game. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
That was a lucky
catching
game.
the hat in the helmet. That was God saying no. Nobody's perfect but Jesus. Like, I really think that was God telling Tom, "Hey, you're everything. You
I'd
can
have
be a lot
looked
of
up.
things,
I
bro."
honestly, I would have been like, really, like really. I'd have like, I'd have been like the Miz back in like 2011. Really, really, really.
Oh my God! Like,
Yo, that shit would have blew me. Are you
if they
fucking?
would have won, if they would have went undefeated.
Uh huh. I picked them to win because it was just like you when you it was like when your Boston Celtics picked up not Rondo, but Pearson, not Pierce, Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett, and they
Right.
formed the big three. I
You
said then they're going to win a championship.
and
And I was right.
let's not talk about the greatest days of my life.
Well,
You know.
trust me, we're going to get to the NBA soon because there's some hot takes I got that I want to try. I want to try on you.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. You know what? What time? How much time we got? Because I said, oh yeah, we
Oh,
got
we
about
got.
45 minutes to
Oh,
an
we got.
hour.
Okay, all right, then let's get to it. Any last words on the football?
Um, Cowboys, we're going 10-7. That's just low for me, but I'm just keeping it realistic. We're
You
gonna
mean
win a
10-6?
division. No, it's 17 games now.
What?
Yeah, they changed it to 17 games now. 17 games in the season.
All right, get your money, NFL.
Yeah, so but I got the Cowboys winning 10-7. Um, Dak Prescott's gonna be top 5 quarterback. And somebody got mad at me at a basketball coach because I said Dak Prescott was not a top 5 quarterback right now.
He's your quarterback though. You're supposed to say it.
But I told him I say if I'm gonna be a biased Cowboy fan, of course Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. But if I'm being realistic and not looking at that, and I'm looking on the outside in as far as abilities, he's number 6.
Oh, I've told people that Dak Prescott. I'm not completely sold on Dak Prescott. I'm still on Romo,
I
and
told
Romo's been out for like.
Hey, okay, here's a hot take. Here's one hot take I did make that somebody was kind of mad, but I don't care because I still agree with it. At right now, I would take Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott.
I'm not. I wouldn't. Honestly, I'm not going to knock you for it. I can't knock you for that.
I just feel like Deshaun Watson takes better gutsy choices, if that makes sense. Like in clutch situations, like I mean, Dak Prescott does it too, but I don't know. It's something about Deshaun Watson and winning.
I don't know. I like gunslingers. That's probably why I like Romo. And then
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson is a gunslinger.
I just love
Like,
the way Tony Romo used to throw the football.
oh yeah, and like if I was a wide receiver, I would have loved to play for the Cowboys because I know I'm gonna get it. Like Jason Witten God bless his soul. I still think he's probably one of the greatest, second greatest. Tony Gonzalez is like
I'm
one of my
sorry.
favorite.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, that's the hot take we can have right there. Because I don't think Tony Gonzalez is the greatest tight end to ever live.
The who would you say?
You know who I'm gonna say? Skip. Skip.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp is the greatest tight end to ever live.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. When them two are on undisputed, Tony Gonzalez and you guys, Shannon Sharp, it is hilarious. That
Yeah,
shit.
because Tony Gonzalez be like, man, I got the most touchdowns, the most yards, and Shannon Sharp be like, but I got these rings though. But I got these rings though. I'm a champion. I'm a Super Bowl champion.
Yo, them two are funny.
Yeah, it's basically pick your poison. Would you rather be the best, overall, just numbers, or would you rather be a champion? So it's really about who would you rather be in the situation.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that because now we're about to get into the NBA. So
Let's go. I'm ready for it.
I'm about to read you my Facebook quote that got all the brothers mad at me for a day. I'm gonna
All right.
pull it up because it's not that long ago.
Okay, let's go. I'm
Here,
ready. Piss me off.
Russell Westbrook is an overrated elite player.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Thank you.
Ray, we
Thank
might
you.
be best friends. I mean, I ain't gonna say Mike because we are, but we might be closer than best friends because I've always said that. Don't get me wrong, Russell Westbrook is amazing. He is the most athletic point guard the game has ever seen.
Right.
Westbrook at his best will never be better than Allen Iverson. I don't give a flying fuck what you say. Allen Iverson was borderline 6 feet tall and averaged 29 points a game and dragged a 76ers team that didn't even deserve to be in the NBA Finals and got one win from a fucking team that was supposed to go 16-0 in the NBA playoffs. Allen Iverson won MVP and dragged his team to the NBA Finals and got one game from Kobe and Shaq. Russell Westbrook can't get out of the second round by himself.
He can barely get out the first round by himself.
Exactly. So what? That's what I'm saying. Like he can't get like. What are you talking about? Like triple doubles don't mean anything in this game because it's a more freelance type of game now.
At first, and I know Carmelo said this as a joke, but I still think he was serious. But not this is just my opinion, not Carmelo's. But when he said Russell Westbrook still rebounds, I was like, I fucking agree. It's just like I think he's just
He
a big ass
does. He
pattern.
does steal real rebounds. I think he does, and I think players start to concede. His teammates start to concede to him to get his rebounds because they know he's going to still try to get him anyway. I feel like I put it this way. I feel like if Melo was ever on the caliber that Kevin Durant was when Russell Westbrook had Kevin Durant at his best, Allen
Hmm.
Iverson would have won an NBA championship.
It's funny you say that because I think it was the coaching. I think it's because George Carl wasn't it because George Carl was sick or something happened to him, and I think that kind of like messed him up. I think it was the fact that George Carl wasn't there, but at the same time, Kobe was. And I look, you a big Kobe fan. I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan. May God rest his soul. I respect Kobe to the fullest. Wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, but Kobe was giving him that work.
Hey, it was a Kobe and Melo show.
Yes, it was a Kobe and Melo. So, and y'all know I love Melo. I love me some Melo, but Kobe was giving him that work. I am a
I
man, and I will admit that.
people, people. I am in basketball the biggest contradiction in the world. For one reason, and Ray understands it. I am a die-hard Boston Celtic fan until the day I die. But there's only one man There's only one man that I love as much as the Boston Celtics. His name is Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe. And this was before he passed. This was, but people will tell you, I love Kobe. I've always felt like Kobe was the greatest. I feel like Kobe is the most skilled basketball player to ever live. And people might kill me for it, or they might feel like I feel like Kobe is the greatest offensive player to ever live. I think he's better than Jordan offensively, only because he doesn't have the physical attributes Jordan had. But that's just me. That's just me diving deep into basketball. But yeah, but I'm the biggest contradiction in the world. So when you hear me talk about Kobe and be a Celtic fan, don't judge me. Mind your business and let me live. Don't ask me
Right.
why I have a Kobe case on my phone and a Kobe case on my AirPods. Just appreciate the fact that I appreciate a GOAT.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
like I'm gonna have my Kobe case with my Kobe case on my AirPods while I'm wearing a Boston Celtic jersey. I don't care.
That's basically it. Hey man, look, I'm a big Jordan fan, but if you ask me who's one of my favorite centers, I say it all the time, Patrick Ewing, and they used to go at it. They used to go at it. It's
Oh,
like Patrick Ewing's is one of my favorite centers. But back to Westbrook. I said this many a times. Like, yes, the triple doubles. No one has averaged like triple doubles in the season like 4 times in a row. As like the last person that's really averaged triple doubles in the season is Oscar Robertson. But Oscar Robertson can win games. Oscar Robertson got a fucking ring. Like I can like, and I say it, and I tell people this all the time. There is a bunch of people I will pick over Russell Westbrook. I'm picking.
wait. Before you say that,
Go ahead.
let me go ahead and say Oscar Robertson did have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but that's neither here nor there. But continue what you were saying.
Hey, you know who else had him? Magic.
Oh yeah, he won 5.
Hey, and people look at Kareem as the GOAT.
I don't even think Kareem is the greatest center of all time. I'm sorry.
It's funny because a lot of people say that.
I I I I I
It's
really
weird
think
because he has the most points in NBA history, and people don't really think of him as the greatest center of all time.
because I'm one thing I have to agree with Max Kellerman is when I say who's the greatest of all time is a player at their peak at their best. Is when you were completely at your best. How dominant were you when you were at your physical, mental, spiritual greatest? So it's just like I feel like the best person I've ever seen who was like who physically, mentally was at the best at their best was Shaq. When it comes to being a center, like there was no center like
Yeah, you couldn't
move
stop him.
move me or get moved. Shaq Shaq averaged 30 without shooting over 60% from the free throw line. He didn't shoot a shot outside of 10 feet and he averaged 30. Please, people, let that sink in for a second. He averaged 30 points without shooting a single jump shot. Just like that's what oh my god, like need I say more? I
Hey, hey.
I can name every other center who you would consider dominant great all had a 15-foot shot or even extended to like 17 feet. All the great bigs had that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a 15-footer.
Patrick Ewing had a
Patrick
15
Ewing
footer.
had a great 15-footer.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon was the man. He is the greatest mid-range shooting center. Like when it comes to footwork, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon on the block is unstoppable. So you have that, you know what I'm saying? David Robinson can shoot. If you want to consider Tim Duncan the center, he had a 15-footer that can shoot. Even the centers today, Joel Embiid, no, what's his name? Jokic, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Shoot, what? Wilt
DeMarcus
Chamberlain
Cousins.
could shoot. You know what I'm saying? Wilt Chamberlain could probably shoot a 15-footer. He jumped damn near 30 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody to average 30 points and not be able to shoot a jump shot, it's almost impossible. It's almost like you have to be dominant because we know what you're going to do. You can't do anything else. So like
Right.
that's why like Shaq has to be like in my eyes, Shaq is the greatest center ever. I feel like Shaq at his best, at his peak, at the top, can beat every center 1-on-1. Could beat every center in the 7-game series. Shaq with Kobe would beat Magic and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 7-game series. I'm sorry.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
That's
sorry.
nasty. That
I'm
wow.
I'm
I
Kareem
love me some
Abdul.
Shaq. I do think Shaq to me. Shaq is my greatest center of all time, especially since I've seen him play and I've seen Patrick play. Like Patrick's in my top five, maybe top three. Like you said, David Robinson, goon. Like a bunch of centers back then, a bunch of goons. Hakeem definitely in my top three. But,
Yeah, Hakeem is definitely number 2 or number 3
right, but yeah.
because Bill Russell's definitely in my top 5.
Oh yeah, Bill Russell 6'9", stopping at 7'1". Wilt Chamberlain. That's telling you something.
That's why Wilt Chamberlain is not in my top 5.
Bill
No,
Russell, yeah, Bill Russell. That's a goon.
no, like no, seriously, like I'm like that is like serious. It's serious. Like it's weird as fuck. And I should feel the same way about Ben Wallace and Shaq.
I was about to say Ben Wallace gave Shaq problems, but Ben Wallace is strong.
And I feel like, but I also feel like Shaq won before he got to Ben Wallace. And I feel like if Shaq was more motivated, maybe Detroit could still win. Maybe, but they would have to go 7 games to do it. And I still don't think they would have beat Kobe out of that one. Because Kobe was getting better. Like Kobe was becoming the Mamba. Like he was becoming 34-point a game Kobe. So it was going to get bad for y'all. Like it was going to get bad for the league eventually. Be glad Shaq left when he did. Because the Lakers in Detroit probably would have played like it would have been like a trilogy. They probably would have played 3 times back to back to back. To be honest, or LeBron James would have finally broke through like he did when he did beat Detroit eventually, and he would have got a taste of Kobe and Shaq, and he'd have lost like he lost any fucking way.
Right.
You know what
All
I'm
right. So let me ask you this. All right, because all week, probably the past 2 weeks, they've been talking about guards and who is a better guard. So I'm gonna just name off the elite to me, the elite guards in today's game. Steph. All right. There's Steph. There's Kyrie. There's James Harden. There's Russell Westbrook. There's Dame, and there's Chris Paul. Who are you taking right now as your starting point guard?
Steph.
God, we are best friends.
Dog, like I'm
We are
sorry,
best
that
friends.
dog. When you
Dog, so what if
even
it,
that,
so what are you thinking when everybody's like, I'm taking James Harden over Steph?
okay, high usage rate means everything. Uh, I feel like James Harden is too dominant on the ball for me, and I feel like the way I could build around Steph is that the foundation I can build around Steph is basically what Golden State does. I just need another shooter, I need a defender, I need a rebounder, and I need a utility man. That's it. Steph is literally going to get everybody else open. And no, he doesn't average 9, 10 assists a game. James Harden averaged 9, 10 assists a game because he's ball dominant. People don't you guys don't understand. When you're ball dominant, when you have a high usage rate, meaning you have the ball in your hands most of the time, whether you're passing, you're shooting, bringing the ball down the court, whatever, the ball is in your hands for most of the time of the game. Okay, when these things happen, you have a greater chance of having high assists unless you're a scoring point guard. And then, so you got the Derrick Roses and the Dame Dollars, what I'm saying, who are scorers. You know, Steph Curry, oh my God, like, I don't need you. Steph Curry's not going to dribble the ball 30 times to get a shot off. Steph Curry, like the last 10 games, I've seen something from Steph Curry that I forgot that he does. And it's weird. You'll see Steph Curry come down. You see him do a move. He'll probably do between the leg, behind the back, and he'll probably try to get to his spot. If he doesn't get to his spot, he has a man. The person that has set the pick for him is already there, still sitting there. He will give the ball to him just so he can run off the ball to get back open to find his shot. The fact that Steph Curry can literally shoot from wherever he is, pull it, make it, dribble, get to his spot, shoot, make it, and then give it to somebody else and find it. Like, how do you stop him?
God, do you,
How how do you stop
bro?
Steph Curry?
This is what I've been saying. It's like I don't understand why people like been disrespecting Steph Curry lately. I don't get it. It's like I understand the Warriors are not where like they used to be, but at the end of the day, he's still a two-time unanimous MVP,
Who the fuck is on the fucking Warriors team?
bruh. And I was saying, like, I understand when KD was on that team, everybody was looking at it was KD's team, and I was telling people, like,
Steph Curry is the
KD,
reason why it was KD's team.
yes,
Steph
and I
Curry
was
could have took over. If Steph Curry had an ego, if he really had an ego, because Steph Curry doesn't have an ego.
no, he doesn't.
That's see, Steph Curry has the Tim Duncan. He has the Tim Duncan curse.
Mantra, the mantra.
Yeah, because people don't consider Tim Duncan a goat because of the way he
No, I
carried
think it's
himself.
the greatest power forward ever.
He's the greatest power forward, but when you really talk about the GOAT conversation, you don't bring up Tim Duncan.
You don't, but he does
But
have the
he
credentials
has a
for it.
legit conversation. He has MVP. He's won MVP. He's won Defensive Player of the Year. He has five championships. He's won Finals MVP. He won Rookie of the Year. He's literally won everything there is to win. But people don't talk about him because he doesn't have the ego. He doesn't really speak out. He's not the guy. He's not,
He's
I want
not
to be
flashy.
he's not I want to be like my he's not KG. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a persona, like he doesn't have an aura, a persona. You just on the court, he's the big fundamental. Off the court, he's the big fundamental.
Right.
Steph Curry's the same way. He's a family man. You know what I'm saying? He's with his kids. You know what I'm saying? But when he's on the court, he's the baby face assassin. He can't be stopped. You can only hope you
Right.
contain him. You know,
Right.
We are prisoners, of this this thought process that makes us believe that if you're loud, you're supposed to be, you know, if you're great, you're supposed to flaunt it and be loud and be belligerent, be ignorant about it. And you got players like Steph Curry who are just good. He just does it, and we take it for granted because he does it for so much. It's just like it's normal for us to see him shoot from 40 feet now. That's what he do.
My man, like he hasn't shot under 30 points in like at least 10 games.
Like Steph Curry, literally, if Steph Curry, put it this way, if the Warriors was the number 5 seed, Steph Curry would be a clear run for the MVP.
Oh, I said that too.
A number 5 seed, people. He doesn't even have to be a top 3 seed in the West. If he was a number 5 seed in the West, he would be like top 2 in MVP conversation.
Right. I've said
Like,
that. I've said that.
man, y'all have to respect. Yeah, stop. Oh my God, y'all. Oh man, this is why I don't like bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Players. I mean, fans who don't understand the game of basketball. Fans who don't appreciate it. Fans who actually believe Steve Nash deserves his MVP. Like, come on, man, stop it.
All I know is I never heard of a unanimous, not even Jordan. Jordan was considered the GOAT. Jordan never had a unanimous MVP. Steph Curry did. Like Steph Curry to me,
Steph
like
Curry literally had a year when you couldn't say anything but he's better than everybody.
Steph Curry before that KD was there took a team 73-9.
73-9.
And
By the way, beat Kevin Durant. Sent Kevin Durant home.
and then Kevin Durant joined them. Which is why I say Russell Westbrook is overrated. Like
Right.
you've had people on you. Not only that, you had other elite people on your team, and you still didn't get it done. You had Harden. You had KD twice. No, you had Harden twice
You had
on
Harden
two different
twice.
occasions.
You
You
had
had
Harden twice.
KD
You had KD for years.
for years. Y'all went to the finals, and
You
then
had Paul George.
yeah, you had Paul George and Melo, and y'all was disrespecting Melo that year. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely
Y'all was disrespecting.
disrespecting one of the greatest scorers to ever walk the face of the earth.
Yeah, just yeah, and I'm not gonna get into that because I could get into a mellow rant.
Oh,
By
let's
the
go.
way,
I'm
top
ready.
ten,
I'm ready.
top ten scoring of all time. My man Melo finally hit that top 10. You're like, congrats to my man. I want him to get 30,000 before his career is over.
Let me
That's
tell you
my
something. Melo, when it comes to getting buckets, there ain't no man out there that get buckets like Melo. Melo can do it from. Hey, when they say ISO Melo,
mm-hmm.
ISO. Look, I know y'all heard about Hoodie Melo. Hoodie Melo's cool. That's my man. Hoodie Melo is like overall 95. That's Hoodie Melo. We talk about ISO Melo, MSG Melo. What? That's a 99 overall. What? MSG, Friday night. What? ESPN?
that night when he dropped 60.
Come on, man.
Stop playing with my boy. Oh, by the way, speaking of, congratulations to your boy Jason Tatum for dropping 60.
Hey, you know what? Since we talking about elite scores, stop playing with my man JT, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, he is Kobe Bryant and Paul Pierce's body. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, he got all the Kobe's moves. He just moves slow as shit, like Paul Pierce do. That's it. He gonna give you 50, Now I get to say that because he gave you 60. He is here. Stop playing with him before he give you 40 and keeps doing. And he do the same stupid ass step back.
LeBron, to me, LeBron got the worst step back game of.
I hate. Hey,
Niggas fall for it too. I don't understand.
hey,
That shit is horrible.
that's why I say LeBron is number 2. I mean, LeBron is top 3. I recently gave him number 2, but then he went back to number 3, but now he's back to number 2. He's gonna keep flip flopping until the day I die. But just know it's LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan. Jordan will always be number 1 no matter what. It's just gonna be flip flop between LeBron and Kobe forever. However I feel that day. But long story short, dog, that shit's crazy, I can't believe that shit. That shit. You bring up fucked up shit.
Yeah. Hey man, I like watching Jason Tatum. That boy can ball. You know who else like watch balling? Zach LaVine. But which I want to get to a rant about my Bulls. We should not be this fucking bad. I don't care what anybody says. Now, don't get me wrong, I was not sold on Vucevic, but he has won me over. But I'm really worried that we're not going to do nothing for him. That he's going to be suffering the same thing on the Magic. Just a good player on a bad fucking team throwing 30 points and nobody's going to care. Nobody's caring. Like, I personally do not think Zach LaVine's going to be on that team next year.
I wish y'all would just trade Lauri Markkanen and get shit for him and build around the 2 that y'all have.
I like Lauri Markkanen though. I really do. But he's injury prone. He is fucking injury prone.
He is a space eater. Like is not enough space for Vucevic and Lauri Markkanen on the floor. It will never be that much space. And then you got Zach LaVine. Neither one of them plays defense. Okay? Why do you can't have 2 of them that don't play defense. Get rid of Lauri Markkanen. You already got Vucevic, who's a great center right now. Get somebody better on the defensive end. Try to make a trade. You can go and try to get Jeremy Grant from or whatever his name is from Detroit, who's pretty good that could play the 4. He's a utility guy. We can try to get another shooter. You know what I'm saying? And try to get another backup guard to help that boy White. What's that boy name?
Kobe White.
Yeah, him to figure out his game, and y'all be fine.
Kobe White is Westbrook light. Which, by the way, my nickname for Westbrook was always Cognac because he was taking up shots.
Oh man, that brings back memories.
I used to call it Cognac. It was like, here you go. Every time when he was on the Thunder, him and like KDB open. It's like KDB like I'm open. And Westbrook like, yep.
People, he's been ranting on how overrated Westbrook has been for years.
I have, and people
just yesterday.
And people like I said, like you could get. I give him his flowers and flowers to do. Like getting triple doubles is hard. It's not an easy feat, but at the same time, it's just like I'm watching you lose to other people that I think they're elite. Like I think Dame is a better guard than Westbrook. Fight me. If Derrick Rose never got hurt, Derrick Rose will be the most athletic point guard in this game. And yet I would still pick Derrick Rose now over Westbrook.
Derrick Rose to be a champion.
He could have been a champion. And I think we could have won that year when he got hurt. I really thought him, Joakim Noah, and like a lot of us believe like that was the year we should have won, but it just was taken from us. It's like the one time I was mad at Tibbs, but I love me some Tibbs, but that was the one time I was mad at Tibbs. Why the fuck is he in the game? And we got this game won.
I feel like when y'all had Jimmy Butler, I feel like when y'all had Jimmy Butler, if y'all, the thing about Derrick Rose was one of those humble guys. He wasn't flashy off the court. He was just Derrick Rose.
That man was, bruh. I never seen someone. And I loved his game. He did not when he crossed you up. It was you. He was gone. Like it's just.
Oh my God, Derrick.
He had some. I don't care anybody say. He had some of the meanest cross ups, and it was so quick you could not catch him. By then, he's already like by you. Like
I feel like no funny. I feel like when Rondo got his championship ring, he went to sleep that night. He was tucked in, probably be knocked out. He just woke up out of his sleep from a bad dream of Derrick Rose barbecuing his ass. Because he is the only person, I swear to goodness, Rondo can lock up any point guard in the league, but Derrick fucking Rose. It's always a player. It's always a player who has another player's number. Brandon Roy always had Tracy McGrady's number. Don't know why.
right.
It was weird. But Brandon Roy always used to outplay Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady always had Kobe Bryant's number. Don't know why. Just happened. Tracy McGrady is my favorite basketball player, by the way. He's my favorite. But don't know why. It just happened. Joe Dumars used to outplay Jordan. Don't know why. It just happened. Kim Olajuwon used to beat Shaq. Don't know. Well, we do know why.
I was about to say, yeah, you know why with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we.
Even Shaq was like, yo, Hakeem used to barbecue.
that was Southside barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Chicken with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Steph Curry and Chris Paul. Steph Curry make it his business to cook Chris Paul. We really don't know what the fuck Chris Paul did to Steph Curry. But it just seems to happen often. You know, Dame Dollar does not like Russell Westbrook, but we know why.
Yo, but like watching him wave Westbrook off after that
Was the most
three
beautiful
in
thing in the
Paul
world.
Pierce's face, and I was like, wow. And he waved them off. He hit him with the bye-bye.
Let this be on record that I was one of the first people that called Dame Dollar clutch before he hit that shot against Houston. I said he was going to make the shot. I just believed in how good he was, and he made the shot, and Ray couldn't believe it. We was on a project that day. I remember it. It was an amazing day. I've always known Dame Dollar had no soul. It just shoot it over.
We was watching that game. My mouth hit the floor.
I was like, oh yeah, that's good right there. Splash. I was like, yeah, I told you. He is different. He built different. You got players who are built different. But it's just it's something about waking up and seeing that one team who got that one player you don't like, and you just, like you can't do nothing with him. Like, it's just impossible to deal with it. Like, but yeah, Derrick Rose, that's the one thing. But Westbrook is just he's just all energy, no fundamental. Like, he's all ability, he's all attribute. I mean, all ability, no fundamental. Like, the X's and O's mean nothing to him.
And that's why I call him Cognac. Sometimes that man will throw up a three and you be like, what the fuck was that? Sometimes, like, Westbrook, and he was doing this in the Olympic Games too. And I know, like, it's the Olympic Games, don't really, like, take it that seriously. But sometimes he would just go down the floor, and then just throw it up. I'm like, bruh. And that shit would brick. I'm like, bruh, you was like 34% from the field. Stop. Just stop. You're not Steph.
I feel like
I mean, looking at Westbrook like you're not Steph. Steph is the only one. Steph and Dame, and like that All-Star game proved it. They're the only two people that should be doing what they
sit and do that and be allowed to do some shit like that.
Yes,
I feel
like niggas hitting it from half court.
If you
and
are a coach,
in.
To all future coaches in this world, if you ever coach Dame Dollar or Steph Curry, and you complain to them about shooting any shot on the floor, I don't care what the shot is. I don't care where it's from. If you complain about them shooting that shot, you will be fired the next morning. I promise you. They will fire your ass the next morning. Ain't no motherfucker on this earth good enough to ever criticize Steph Curry or Dame Dollar about shooting a shot. If they decide to shoot the shot before the ball gets inbounded, if they go outside and pretend like they're going to inbound and shoot that bit from the other side of the court, you better smack. You better clap. You better do what Jason Garrett did and clap and smile. Keep it the fuck moving.
Yo, to this day, my favorite shot is Steph Curry right in KD's face. He takes in two steps in half court, just throws it
Bang,
up, and
bang,
it was bang.
bang.
It was no need for that
That's what that
shot.
shot
It
is
was
called. That shot is called bang, because that's where that bang really bang. Oh my God! It was like Jesus Christ. Who is this dude, man? But nah, I knew Steph. I knew Steph Curry was just. Davidson was like, oh my God, who is this dude?
Yo, I've been watching him since Davidson too, and I was saying this like I'm one of the few people that was like, "Yo, Steph Curry is going to be a problem when he gets
Yeah.
into the league," and
I
I
hope.
was
I was
right.
like, I just want to see how good. I was young. I was like, I want to see how good he's gonna be. You know, I was one of those guys who was stuck on Ray Allen to be the greatest shooter ever, forever. And then Steph Curry just started hitting shots. I feel like when the Golden State Warriors changed their jersey colors, Steph Curry started hitting shot after shot after shot. It was just like, uh-oh. Like it was okay. It was one year when they played the Clippers in the playoffs, like the first round, and I think they took them like 6 or 7. But Steph Curry was just like he was hitting so many. He was going crazy in a losing fashion though. But he was going crazy. They just didn't have enough. It was like, how do you? Oh my God! It's like how do you not wonder what that's going to be? And then Derrick Rose goes crazy, and you're like, well, Derrick Rose is going to be here for a while. And then all of a sudden, Derrick Rose goes down, and then you're trying to figure out who's going to be the next point guard to really be elite. And then people start to linger to Chris Paul, but Chris Paul can't get over the hump. So we're trying to figure out if it's Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook can't shoot a jump shot. And then all of a sudden, Steph Curry just shoots and doesn't miss it.
Look, I'm gonna say this about Chris Paul: if he would have went to the Lakers instead of going to the Clippers,
They're
Kobe
the
would have
one.
Kobe would have 6 rings.
Kobe would be considered the greatest player of all time.
Kobe will have 6 rings.
He would be.
I will fully like the last season when he took a team of the Thunder and that was a team of no names and went 7 games with the Rockets, bruh. Like that game was like that. Like I ain't never been.
I feel like
I
Kobe
wanted the
was
Thunder to win so badly because like Chris Paul was balling
that
and
was one thing God made sure he didn't allow Kobe or Jordan to have is a great backcourt. Like, nah, nigga, it's only one. You only need one of you. We don't need nobody that's either close to you or as good as you playing point guard beside you. Just imagine Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, but I heard that but the trade would have gotten. I mean, but yeah, you would have won because you get rid of Lamar Odom. Hold up, you get rid of Lamar Odom, but you still got Pau Gasol. Or you get rid of Pau Gasol and you still got Lamar Odom and you got Andrew Bynum. And then eventually you still get Ron Artest, Jordan Farmar, you still get Shannon Brown. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you got
yo,
Chris Paul and
side
but you
note,
got
there was
Chris
a girl
Paul
I
and
date.
Kobe.
Side note, there was a girl I dated from Baltimore. She was a big fan of Shannon Brown, and I found that was like the weirdest shit ever. But I think she just thought he was cute.
That's exactly why. That either that or it's because she was like a fan of Monica and he dated Monica.
Probably. I mean, the nigga could dunk. Don't get me wrong. He was very athletic. The nigga could dunk and shit. But I was like, of all players, Shannon Brown.
He was just a jumper. He wasn't a great dunker.
Yeah, I would give you that. That nigga could jump.
He had ups. He had ups out of this world, but he wasn't a great dunker. Gerald Green.
Yo, I meant to ask you this question a long time ago, and now it just like popped in my head. Who do you think will win in the dunk contest between Gerald Green and Vince Carter?
Mm,
Yo, question,
mm,
right? Because
mm.
like Gerald
Damn,
Green and that birthday cake, that shit is an amazing dunk.
that's crazy. But
Yeah,
Vince put his
but you
whole
had
army
Vince
around
Carter.
him.
Yeah, Vince Carter
Vince
had an
Carter put
array
his
of
whole army
perfect
around.
dunks.
Vince Carter put his arm around, bro. Let's come on, man. He was the first person to do it. And he just Vince Carter just I don't know, young, because Vince Carter got bounce. Vince Carter he had bounce. Like he was like 2 feet planted, 360
Windmill.
windmill off of 2 feet vert. Like it was crazy, like how he could just see that's the weird part because Vince could beat him with doing that because he's so he's
But
so
you
vertic.
cannot tell. But you cannot tell me the greatest in-game dunk is
It's
the
not.
alley oop to
Yeah. Oh my
Gerald
god.
Green, and he
Oh
windmilled
my
that bitch.
god. Still to
Like
this day, I just don't understand how his head was that fucking. Oh my god. And he just
the
like.
fact that he caught it, he was in the air, and he was still in the air when
Oh
he
my
windmilled this
god.
shit.
That was
I
the
said,
most.
I
It
remember
was
watching
so.
that on sports, and I said, "Oh my god!"
That was so. Oh man, and it was a windmill. It was an alley hoop windmill, and it was just like it was like a game breaker for NBA Streets Volume 2, and it was just
I
like
know. And then but then again, I look at Vince Carter, and my favorite dunk from him is when he did to Alonzo Mourning. Not
of
even
course
the
I was just that was what made me think like damn young he was a powerful mother like he put Alonzo Mourning on his head
bruh. Not only that, he went chest to chest with him, and then banged it on him.
and
I was
banged
like,
it on him. Oh my god, yeah, Alonzo, that was
nasty.
that
That
was
was nasty. I know
that was
everybody liked the
crazy.
fact that he jumped over a 7 footer in the Olympics, but
Yeah,
that
that I know. Yeah, I feel that way too. Like that was crazy, but that Alonzo Mourning dunk was just like I don't care what anybody say. Tracy McGrady dunking on Sean Bradley will always be a great moment for me.
okay, all right. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Trace, and you gonna tell me which one you gonna tell me which one you think is the best dunk. Okay, DeAndre Jordan over what's his name? Brandon Knight, Tracy McGrady, Sean Bradley, Vince Carter over Alonzo Mourning, or LeBron and Jason Terry.
You's a bitch.
Which
It's
one are you
fucked up
picking?
because I want to say LeBron but it was Jason Terry and it was the Celtics, so fuck you, LeBron. Um, I
That
take
one was
DeAndre Jordan.
personal. I don't care
Yeah,
what anybody say. That dunk was personal.
that's why I love it. That's why I love it. That's what made me like. That's what I ain't gonna say I ever like LeBron. That's what made me respect LeBron. Like, oh shit, this nigga's scary now because he just dunked on him and just looked at him like, yo bitch ass, fuck out my fucking face, goofy ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, boy?
I don't think
But
they ever talked to him about that dunk, but that one was personal.
I
Like,
loved it. I loved it. It broke my spirit. I loved it. That's what
and
I
then you
want.
had Mike Breen. He was like, James. I was like,
Mike Breen makes everything better or worse. I don't know why. But the DeAndre Jordan dunk is overrated because it was over Brandon Knight.
I don't, bruh. I look. I ain't even mentioned Blake Griffin and Kendrick Perkins, but that one was nasty
That was
too.
nasty. And then Blake Griffin over Paul Gasol.
Oh yeah, that one was nasty too. But yeah, which one you picking, Playboy?
Damn, y'all. Damn, it's between Vince and T Mac, bruh. T Mac dunked on Sean Bradley, but Vince dunked on Alonzo Mourning.
Both great shot blockers, by the way.
But Alonzo Mourning is Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah,
Sean Bradley always get dunked on. I'm sorry. He's not vertical. Put it this way, Sean Bradley didn't jump. He just got dunked on for standing. He got posterized. Like you was in the wrong place at the wrong time, my guy, and T Mac had somewhere to be. But Vince caught the ball off, I think it was off a miss or a block. And he put it behind his back. So he shook one guy and like literally just like chest to chest, and Alonzo Mourning jumped. Yeah, so I think I gotta go with Vince. I'm sorry, T Mac. You know you're my favorite. You probably don't know that you're my favorite, but you don't understand you are my favorite basketball player of all time. But your cousin put Alonzo Mourning on the poster.
the
Not just
poster
a
of all
poster.
posters.
It's not just a poster, it was the poster. So
The-
yeah, I gotta go with Vince. All right, okay. Since you want to ask questions, my guy, what's a better game winner shot? Okay. Is it Steph Curry over the Thunder? Is it Damian Lillard over over OKC? Or is it Derrick Rose over Cleveland?
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was. I knew you was going to do that. I knew you was.
Since you
Um,
wanna,
I watched all of them live. Oh man, I watched all of them live too. Derrick Rose. When the excitement, you, I was in my house. The excitement I had when he hit that shot, bruh.
the one thing that made Derrick Rose's shot good was it was the memes afterwards.
Yeah,
Like how the dude is jump in the dude's arms and then just be carrying him
and he had the
and
straight
he got
face,
this straight face the whole time.
bruh. And then but but Dame's joint was over Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce is a great defense. Even though they had Derrick Rose great too, but the bye bye wave.
Yeah, the bye bye
Oh,
wave is
that's what
beautiful.
makes this shot so special because he
Bye bye
wait.
wave.
That was Game 7, or yeah, that was the game winner, and that
And it
won
sent
the
them
play.
home.
Yeah, and he sent them home, and he waved bye bye at him, and but that Steph one, oh my god, that shit was just like you didn't need to do that.
Yeah, it was like you didn't even expect him to do
You the way he hit that shot, it was just like fuck you.
it.
That
Yeah,
was
it was definitely like
nigga, fuck
all of
you.
these all of
Bah!
these shots is like y'all got me fucked up. I think Derrick Rose's shot was like redemption. It was like, oh, y'all niggas must have forgot who I am. Damian Lillard was like, y'all niggas been talking shit. It's time for you to go to fuck home. I don't even like your ass, bro.
Yeah, and that's what it was like. Cause I was telling people, yo, Dame is that dude, and everybody, I know that. Yeah, everybody's talking about how great Westbrook was, and I guess that was one of his triple double seasons and shit. And Dame sent his ass home.
But Steph Curry shit was like, oh yeah, y'all gonna miss? All right, I got you. You can't check me. Bang. Like it
Boom.
was like, oh, you gonna miss? All right, hurry up, give me a hit real quick. Swat. Fuck is you talking about?
what's beneficial about that one is just I feel like that's the reason why KD went to the Warriors.
I feel like
All I know
and,
is if someone doing that to me, I'm fighting them. I'm fighting. We fighting on the court. Yo,
dog, just like it's like it's certain things you can't do. It's certain things you just like you don't do. You don't let nobody just pull up on you like that. Like I mean, like not even let. Like it's just like that's Steph Curry. Like that's crazy. Like, but that Dame's shot was just like,
and he was in Paul Pierce's face, and Paul Pierce played great defense. That was the sad part. Paul Pierce played
and
great
he let the
defense.
clock run down too.
Yes,
So he knew he was. Oh yeah, damn. Dame might win this one.
you like to me. It's so hard because like that, but Derrick Rose was an inbound buzzer beater, and
Yeah, Derrick Rose
he
had to
did a
save the day.
2K leaning like like in
Yeah,
2K current when everybody was doing that fucking
everybody say Derrick Rose had to save the day. Derrick Rose had to save the day. Steph Curry had to ruin your day.
and Dame Dollars was made my day.
Yeah, basically that hey, I don't know.
But if
Dame Dollar, the fact that he watched the clock count down and he just took a oh my god, it's just a slight step back and just flicked it.
all right, so my answer is my biased opinion, of course, is going to be Derrick Rose,
Wild motherfucker.
but my unbiased opinion, I have to go with Dame because the wave and the look he gave after everybody grabbed him, and then everybody was giving him the game blouses look, like
Yeah, that was game blouses. That
game
that last
blouses.
that meme face.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was game blouses face. I'm going with Dame, man. Dame sent them home. He let the clock run out and he just disrespected him. And Paul George played great defense. And the shot was so good that it made Paul George say that the shot was bad. So like, yeah.
it's. I think like that's why every time like after that, every time I see Russell Westbrook and Dame, like Russell Westbrook is joining at him. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, Russell
like
Westbrook still
if
mad.
it
Like,
seems
yeah,
like
nigga,
Russell Westbrook always have something to prove when it comes to Dame.
nigga, you ain't shoot that shot over me though. Nigga, I
Like,
would if you check me.
but but like I said, Dame is another bringing it back. Dame is another fucking player I will pick over Westbrook,
All right,
and I'm gonna
let's
be
get let's
real with you. I will pick Rondo over Westbrook.
yeah. Rondo at his best is is playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo
Playoff
won a
Rondo,
championship. Two.
yes, playoff Rondo's championship.
Playoff Rondo has been to 3 championships. But the Rondo that we know has been to 2. Because the first one he was point guard learning how to be goated. The second time he went, he was the man going up against Kobe Bryant. Just imagine if they would have won, if we would have won that year, Rondo would have won MVP.
Yeah, yeah.
Let that sink in for a second. If Rondo, if
Ron Artest saved
if
Kobe's beat.
if Ron Artest wouldn't have colored his fade, because that's what happened. He dyed his fade, and that's how he ended up hitting them shots.
I've always said Ron Artest saved Kobe Beans. Kobe Beans that day. But
Yeah, he did. He did absolutely. He hit that shot that day. That shit broke my heart. And my brother is a Lakers. He's a Lakers fan, but he's a Kobe. He's a Kobe worshiper. Not in the sense of not in the blasphemous sense, but he, like how people like how I his love for Kobe introduced my love for Kobe. He made me respect Kobe, and then later in life, just as I grew and just watched him go through his growing pains, I loved Kobe just knowing how great he is. So, you know, I've loved Kobe through hate.
Right. All
Knowing
right.
that
One. All right. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, knowing that he will, ruin your day in a second. It was you anticipated the moment that you'll say, I beat Kobe. I get to say I did. I beat Kobe. My Celtics beat Kobe in 6. So I'm happy. There's only 2 teams that can say that they beat Kobe in the finals.
Yeah, the Pistons and the Celtics.
Yeah, but we lost to Kobe too, so I'm mad.
That was a hard fought game. That was a hard. But all right. Last question, and then we gonna get to our final thoughts. Who you got as MVP?
Of this year, oh my God. My heart wants to say Chris Paul, but my mind is saying Jokic because he's been good all year. Chris Paul, they're just noticing Chris Paul, so it's like he didn't. I don't know, but I wish Chris Paul would win. That would make me very happy if Chris Paul won. But
I
I feel
want
like
Chris Paul to win. I really do, but I also think Jokic might get it.
yeah,
Jokic has been balling his ass off, and look, and well, I think Jamal Murray has not been playing so much, so it's been Jokic. So
I think I don't know. See, this is a hard West Conference because I don't want to say the Lakers aren't going to come out the West because I really do think they're still going to come out the West. But this is going to be difficult because Chris Paul got a running mate, and this
yeah,
is this
Devin
this,
Booker.
this is and Chris Paul get to run the show with a running mate. So he ain't got James Harden who wants the ball all the time.
And you know what? DeAndre Ayton has been looking like the first round draft pick that that he was planned out to be.
Yes, exactly. So it's getting real. It's getting real interesting in the West. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why I've always said like a pass first point guard. I would probably choose a pass first point guard over a scoring first point guard any day because a pass first point guard will make your team better.
I just feel like you got pass first point guards and then you got Chris Paul.
That's a floor general.
They're about to say you do whatever he says do on the court because he's going to get you the ball. Keep your hands up, keep your eyes open, keep your feet moving. You'll get the ball.
Okay. Now, all right. Last question. Who do you got winning the championship?
Oh my God, I really don't know. To be honest, because the Nets don't look like they're going to be healthy. I feel like something's going to happen and somebody's going to be gone and they're not going to win. I feel like the Lakers aren't healthy now, and I don't know if they're ever going to be healthy again via LeBron. Um, I don't think Jokic has enough. Um, I don't think Philly shoots good enough to win. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think Phoenix is. I don't think they're more. I don't think they're experienced enough. Phoenix. Damn. I don't. I really. This is a toss up. I want to just. I just want to be. I want to be biased and just say Brooklyn. Just call it a day. But I
I
really
thought you
don't
was
feel
gonna
like.
be biased and say Boston.
Yeah, but I don't. But I feel like Boston is going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals like we always do. I don't know why people keep forgetting that's what we do.
That's fair.
Like we're going to get there, and we're going to win. And whoever we see in the West, we're going to lose to.
I just
Because
think I think with Boston, y'all just got to be clicking at the right time. I think that's the problem. Y'all not for some reason when y'all not clicking at the right time, y'all look like what happened tonight. Y'all lost to the Bulls, but I feel
Oh
like
my God.
but hey man, there's a few times I get to talk about my Bulls and we fucking suck.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
fucking
Darius.
suck.
You know what?
I'm a diehard Bulls fan,
You're
but
allowed. I'll allow it.
but when I seen the Celtics with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Kimber Walker on the same time on that same time, yes, they are fucking unbelievable.
I feel like if we had a dominant rebounder to help us when we do miss shots, give us second chance points, we would have a better chance to win. But because we don't have that,
I Speaking of, I don't understand why I got rid of Daniel Tice because I'm gonna be honest, he's been doing good for us.
yeah, he has. But I feel like Daniel Tice, we couldn't spread the floor with Daniel Tice on the floor at the same time. And
Okay, that's fair. That is
and
fair.
Jason Tatum has the size to play the four, and he could defend, and he could spread the floor better, and it allows us to insert Evan Fournier and rotate Marcus Smart and Pritchett in and out.
That is fair. It's like I'm gonna go. I want to say if healthy the Brooklyn Nets, but I feel like they have problems and not just injury problems. It's just like people problems too. Like this is like okay, like and this is my rant on Kyrie. I understand people will say, but I don't think he's overrated. But because Kyrie does what he does, he just dropped 45 the other day. But for some reason, I feel like he's there's something about him that I just wouldn't pick. Like I wouldn't pick him first. Like I would still pick Steph over him. I would pick James Harden over him. Like there's like it's some reasons why I wouldn't pick him first, and it's like the way he carries himself. I know he just converted into Islam, and I know like they're fasting right now, but I feel like that has nothing to do with it because he was acting like that before he converted into Islam, and it's just like I don't know if I can count on him. And plus, and I've said this before, when the Boston Celtics without him go further into the finals than you did with him, that is a problem. Maybe you're not that valuable. So it's just that's probably why I look at Kyrie like that. You're great, but you're just not that valuable. So, any last words before we get on to our final thoughts, Q?
Maybe Milwaukee can get out the East if they shoot well, if they defend well, and if Giannis can play, 17 feet away. If he can hit the shots that he's been hitting, and if they can continue to defend and spread the floor, and Brook Lopez can spread the floor for them. Kyle Middleton has been playing great. If Eric Bledsoe can play defense and not get shook by people, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they can actually come out the East. My heart wants to say, I really want to be. I really want to say that Philly is finally going to do it because I love Joel Embiid, and people don't give Ben Simmons respect.
I'm one of them. I'm not even going to front. I'm one of them. I like the kid. I really do. But it's just like he got to do more. I always feel like he got to like I want him to develop a jump shot.
I feel like the only reason you guys want him to do this is because he's a point guard. If this man was listed as a power forward, we would not give a fuck. We would swear he's one of the best.
Right? I'll give you that.
So I just feel like we should he's Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson couldn't shoot three. He didn't shoot three. And he wasn't a defender as good as Ben Simmons, but I'm not comparing them to because Magic is clearly greater and better overall than Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons is a great defender, plays both ends of the floor, and he's a great facilitator. He attacks the basket. He's not soft. He attack and I mean. And Jokic, Joel Embiid pretty much makes up for all the shooting that he doesn't do because Joel Embiid can shoot everything on the floor too. And then you got Seth Curry, you got what's his name, Thibault. You got Tobias Harris. Oh my God, I can't stand Tobias Harris. But he's balling, and their coach is Doug Rivers. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I feel like in a 7-game series, Doug Rivers can figure out the Nets. I feel like the biggest thing is, are you starting Thibault? Because that means you would have Ben, Tobias, Seth, Thibault, Joel. Because Ben Simmons has to guard Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, he does.
I would put Tobias Harris on Kevin Durant.
Absolutely not. Are you fucking kidding me?
Tobias.
Are you really Tobias that don't play defense?
Look, he's still a big body.
I'm gonna put him on Gary Harris.
Because somebody got to check Harden and somebody got to check Kyrie. So
Thibault can check Harden. And yeah,
I was about to say who you gonna check it. So Ben, to me, I would put. I put Ben Simmons. I would put Ben Simmons on Harden, and Divo could check Kyrie.
I would take Kyrie having a good day. I would rather take Kyrie having a good day than Kevin Durant or James Harden having a good day. I'm gonna be honest. So if I gotta put Ben Simmons on one and Thibault on the other, and allow Kyrie to do his thing on Seth Curry, so be it. Some sacrifices are meant to be made.
I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with Brooklyn. I think I'm gonna just go.
Yeah, I'm about to just go bias. I'm gonna be like, all right, I got the Lakers and.
I think it might be Brooklyn and Lakers.
Yeah, I gotta say Brooklyn and Lakers, and I got the Lakers in 7.
Damn. All right. Also, how far do you think the Knicks is going to go?
Oh man, shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks for balling. Derrick Rose.
To me,
Julius Randle
in the second round. And this is just me. If they play Philly in the second round, I think they could beat Philly.
Nope. I'm sorry.
You don't think so?
No.
I think they could beat Philly in the second round.
It'll be cold damn hell.
I personally think they could beat Philly in the second round. Julius Randle.
The only way New York is going to the second round is if they don't play Boston in the first round. We're gonna beat them in 7. I'm sorry. Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle are not beating Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. They'll be formidable, but Jason Tatum gonna give them 30 on an easy night. Derrick Rose is oh my God. I don't like the fact that I gotta watch First Take and I gotta hear Stephen A. Smith talk about these.
Hey, yo, let him have it. Let him have it.
No, man, I'm not letting him have it because he don't let the Cowboys have it.
Fair. That is fair.
But he did let us have it when we had Micah Parsons.
Yeah, he gave it. He said, I was afraid. He was like, because that's a bad.
I'm a little afraid. Man, right. Yeah, the Knicks look great. I personally play with the Knicks on on 2K, but that's to build a franchise. It was never because I thought they were going to be good. Let's stop the bandwagon comments that were
Hey
about to
man,
be
I
made.
still play with my sorry ass Bulls, and
I play with Boston online. Like if I play
look,
online, I play
hey,
with Boston.
I would say this on a video game wise, the Bulls are great because they do have two good shooters in Kobe White and Zach LaVine, and market like I got shooters on deck,
Hey,
but
I beat somebody by 40 today with the Bulls. Shout out to them.
yeah,
I'm not even lying. I literally just beat the brakes off somebody. But they weren't that good. They had the Nets, and then he let me beat them by 30.
and don't get me wrong, Patrick Williams is my man's, and like I
I,
think
I,
he was a
don't,
good pickup. But LaMelo Ball is winning Rookie of the Year, but Patrick Williams he has been very impressive.
what? Man, LaMelo Ball is the man.
LaMelo Ball's winning Rookie of the Year. I'm saying that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he deserves more than Rookie of the Year. I don't know what this dude been drinking. I don't know what. Hey, can we please put some respect on LeVar Ball's name? Because
Hey man,
apparently the
at
boy,
one point he had all three of his sons in the NBA.
and he did not lie when he said, "My youngest is be my best." I remember the day he said it. My
Yeah,
youngest
he
boy is
did.
my best.
He said the youngest boy the best.
And damn it, if the boy didn't walk in the court and just turn into one of the top 10 point guards in the league.
Hey man, look, Lonzo Ball. Don't get me wrong, Lonzo Ball has been improving too, though.
Lonzo finally fixed his shot. Here he comes.
And but
Hey,
it's that I don't know. I don't think Stan Van Gundy's type of coaching works anymore.
I truly want the Hornets to try to get Lonzo Ball. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
If I'm sorry, I do, because there's something about the conservative and aggressive brother on the same team. Like, just think about it: a conservative and an aggressive player. Just think about it, just naturally. You got one conservative player, you got one aggressive player. They
I'm
both
thinking of
get,
Stockton and Malone, but that was like point guard and pound forward.
yeah, but you're talking about two guards.
And for some reason, even though Pippen was a forward, I'm thinking Jordan Pippen.
Yeah, like 6'6", 6'7". You got 6'6" and 6'7". They both can
Hmm.
pass. They both can shoot open shots. One is just more aggressive than the other. One is a
Right,
better defender than the other. Why not? Why not? Why not try to make it happen?
right, right.
You can. I mean, LaMelo would be more of a scorer at that point, but he's still a facilitator. You know, you get you a solid big that can run the pick and roll, because now you got two guards who can legit run pick and roll all day. They can run pick and roll with each other. Like, oh my
That is
God.
true.
I think it would work. I think it would work. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about the other brother, but them two together, I think it would actually work. And it would be very disrespectful to the league. It would just fuck up a lot of shit, and it'd be great to see.
All right. And on that note, we about to get into our final thoughts. So, Q, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, I do. We need to talk about, I really want to figure out what's going on with this. There was a post I seen about a girl getting hung.
Hung?
Hung. I'm not.
HUNG?
Yes, a
Oh
young
shit!
black girl being hung. If you give me a second, I can pull it up.
You heard about 40 Cal's daughter?
Being going missing.
Yo, they said they found her. They said she jumped off of Niagara Falls. Like no bullshit.
Damn.
Like when I heard that story, I was like, yo,
Damn. Are
uh,
you serious?
yeah, yeah, sad story. Like I hate to see people go out that way. Like, especially since she was like 19 or something like that. Like, I'm
Damn.
gonna find the story and I'm gonna look it up. But that's what I've been hearing and shit. Because I know she was disappeared, but they say they found her like that. So
Damn.
yeah,
That's
I would hate. Yeah, that's if I was 40 cal, that would break my heart. Like that breaks my heart right now. But I know his father. I know the father going through it.
damn.
But the story of a black girl getting hung, yo, that's
I could never wish that on anybody, bro.
oh no, me neither.
That's crazy. Damn, bro. My condolences to 40 Cal. But she was overrated too in battle rap. In battle rap, he's one of
Say
the.
it again.
So he was sort of overrated in battle rap.
Yeah, you're right.
Sort of. You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
Yo,
you
did you also hear that Dr. Umar Johnson got a woman pregnant?
know, the
Yo,
righteous become more
honestly that's what
righteous.
father told me. He's
The
like word on
righteous
this.
become even more righteous. That's why I don't listen to biasness, man. I live my life like a hippie. Like, why care about what's going on? At some
Bro,
point, we gotta stop caring. At some point, we just gotta live life. You're stressing yourself trying to figure out the Da Vinci Code. Everybody don't need to do that. Then you giving out this. I hate the people. If you want to do it on your own time. Stop trying to you know, if you want to give out information in a way that it doesn't offend. That's why I don't like some of these black superior, you know what I'm saying, speakers who try to give out information but seem to be assholes as they do it. Humility is everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being the average Joe, you know, being a people person means everything. Like, I don't. You're already giving me information. I don't want to feel like you feel like you're superior to me because you're giving me information, and then you feel like you can downplay anything that you don't agree with, and then you're just as you got just as much shit as anybody else do. I just hate it. It doesn't make sense to me sometimes. But who am I? I feel like everybody should just worry about themselves and enjoy themselves because life isn't promised. People die all the time with regrets on their mind before they do, wondering, trying to figure out at the last minute. It's too late. You know, why not live life like it's always is time waits for no one. I swear it doesn't. Enjoy it while you do it. Enjoy anything that you do while you do it. Never be miserable doing anything. It just doesn't make sense. So like with him, it's just like he's been. I hate when they try to manipulate us with words and politics and other shit, and people follow it. People actually follow it and believe these things, and then they're shocked when some fucked up shit happens, like he pops up pregnant, or he might be gay, or he been stealing from the business and some shit like that. Like, the fuck else did you expect? Like, everybody ain't Obama.
right, right.
In my experience, Obama is the only borderline perfect nigga, perfect black man. The only borderline. He's the only thing that you can even if that was in the dictionary, he's his face right there. Has no scandal, no things, no problems, no nothing. He's been him. He's did everything the right way, straightforward, and he's going on with his life. His daughters is doing them whatever, and that's it. Like he's the only one. Everybody's not Obama.
Right. Right.
It's just the ignorance. But do I have a last take? Oh man, did you see Jake Paul?
He tried to take. He took Floyd's hat and he got like fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Hey
You,
Floyd.
oh yeah, I meant to ask you this, and I'll ask you this, and then we go. How many hits do you think Logan Paul's going to tag Floyd with?
Five.
Five,
Five.
about five. Cause Mike Tyson said he might let you hit him to make it look good and entertaining, but I was like, and I thought about that. I said Floyd does do that.
Floyd
like
Floyd Floyd did it to Conor McGregor.
like he like Floyd was aggressive with Connor too. Like
Yeah. So
and
we don't know. Floyd might walk down on him and beat the brakes off him. This is easy money. I hate when people think that because Floyd is taking this fight is because he's low on money. Floyd is filthy fucking rich. He's a fucking fight promoter.
I'm about to say Floyd got money out of Wazoo.
He's a fight promoter. As long as there is boxing, he will be rich. Like he's a
And
fight
he's gonna
promoter.
make it easy. He could make 30 million easy off of this. He's probably gonna make more than that, but
Exactly. He just I see I'm looking at it in the aspect of Floyd is about to shut them the fuck up. Floyd is the real boxer. He's a real champion. Yeah, I'm retired, but okay, since you think you can box, I'm about to go ahead and show you that you're not nowhere near what it takes to do it. And I'm a 40-something-year-old man who's been out of boxing for years, who I don't do this on a daily basis. So now I'm about to show you why you can't get into the ring with a real boxer because they're 20 years younger than me doing this. So everybody looking at it is bad for boxing. No, this is great for boxing because now you're about to show him that it's a man's world here. Like who the fuck, what grown man is going to step in the ring with Mike Tyson? Like, you think Terry Crews is going to want to do a celebrity fight with Mike Tyson?
no.
All right then. So that's why I think I want Floyd to just go ahead and just show him that there's levels to it, just like he showed Conor McGregor. He did it to Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor is by far a better fucking boxer than Jake Paul. By far. I watched Conor. Conor landed legit punches on Floyd, but then again, he might have just been playing with him. But still, Floyd and two, man. I say give him 2 rounds. He gonna put him on his ass. It might be one. He might get caught and just gotta get put to sleep. I really wanted I really wanted him to fight both of them the same night.
Just fight them both at once.
Yeah, boy, beat one up, and then when one is, it'd be like the round is ended. The other one come out, he'll be at the corner, and it'd be like ding ding ding. And for him, it'd be round 3 and 4, but then for the other brother, it'd be round 1 and 2. He'll already be warmed up, and whooping that ass. You ain't beating Floyd, man. It's boxers today who are like former champions, whatever, that's not beating Floyd.
Yeah, you're right.
Because even if you're aggressive, You can't hit him. Even if he allows you to be aggressive, you can't hit him. So then what? He's going to land. Now he's going to land all his punches because now he's just faster than you, sharper than you. He's a better boxer than you. Being bigger doesn't mean shit. Roy Jones taught me that.
Oh yeah.
He knocked out James Toney.
Lights out, Tony.
He beat the brakes off of James. So that's my favorite boxer of all time anyway. Yeah. He beat the brakes off of James Toney. Like, size doesn't mean anything. Skill. The mentality, right. Man. You're a boxer. But yeah. You, my brother, have any final thoughts? Go ahead, hit me.
I just want to say happy birthday to my little sister Naja.
Hey.
Just want to show you love for your big brother. Um, Also, if you are interested in getting your photos taken, she has her own little photography thing, and she's been killing it with the photography. She has a
Yeah.
portfolio. I've been trying to get her to get a portfolio or a catalog. She's about to do a website that's coming soon. But like for anybody that wants to get your pictures taken, if you want to do well, check out my sister at Naja Natalia Photography. Um, check it. There's an album Q. There's an album that I've already listened to that some dude hit me personal, and I want you to listen to it. I like the album. Nigga
Uh,
out of he out of Long Island name Wise Digger. I want you to. I'm gonna send you a link. You got Spotify, right?
yeah.
Because I think his shit is on Spotify, and I'm gonna send you to it. But I'm going to review his album soon. I do like it,
Okay.
but I want to hear other people's opinions on it. So after this podcast is over, I'm gonna go find this album and I'm gonna
Yeah,
send it to
send
you.
it to me. Yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna go ahead and roll up a J and put his album on. Go ahead and just ride through that. Hey, shout out to young Simba.
Oh yeah, that shit's already platinum.
Dog, the song
Jermaine,
is only a minute.
Jermaine, Cole, yeah,
It,
simple.
it, he already went platinum.
He already went platinum.
The interlude, oh my God.
Yeah,
The world has
I
been
know
waiting.
everybody thought Kendrick was gonna come out with one too, but it was Isaiah Rashad,
Yeah,
who I like.
Sadi, you gotta wait a little longer for Kendrick. We'll see him next summer.
Yo, who you think's gonna put out an album before Kendrick or Rihanna?
Kendrick.
Yo, I've been saying Kendrick. I love Rihanna, and I do. I don't think she's putting out another album. Not because I think she's bad, but I think she's making so much money off of Fenty. She ain't
She
never
doesn't
got to
care
put out
to.
music again.
She don't care to no more. She's like, oh well. Like y'all love me anyway. But they she gonna put one out because people gonna keep begging her to do it. She probably got one in the stash already. You never know.
Yeah.
And the
All right.
real question
Okay.
is, who's
And
gonna
I
put
know
it
I
out?
keep saying, my bad. I know I keep saying last question, but I gotta ask you this because um, me and my older sister we was talking, and I said who would win in the verses between Beyonce and Rihanna? Who do you have?
Beyonce. Not because she's better, because she got more hits.
Yo, you know what's funny? Like my sister's a diehard Beyonce fan. She thinks Rihanna might get her.
Rihanna can beat her depending on what you play and how you play it. But Beyonce just got too much. She just got too much. Since Rihanna's last album, Beyonce's pulled out like two.
True. Also, Janet Jackson versus Tony Braxton.
What?
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking.
Is that really a versus?
No, it's not really a versus. If that
Oh,
was,
oh no! I'm about to say Janet
bro,
Jackson
I would go
twice.
crazy if that was a versus. I would go crazy.
I mean, I go crazy to want to listen to it and watch it because that's two fine ass old women. But if we really talking about who's Janet.
So your boy is Tony Braxton bias.
Who?
Me.
Oh my god.
Bruh, I love me some Tony Braxton, bruh.
I love Tony Braxton too, but come on, man. We talking about Janet Jackson.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. If like they ever do a versus at Janet Jackson place, I get so lonely. I'm doing the shoulder thing. I'm doing
Exactly,
the
bro. And you done, and it's over.
I
She
get
won right there.
so lonely. I'm doing the shoulder
She
thing.
win. She win. You gotta hug your shoulder and everything. She won.
Get your like get your shoulders ready.
Yeah, man. You know you lost, bro. I don't even know why you trying it.
It's just like Drew Hill when they hit you with the tell me, you better get them hops. Better get them.
Like you playing, bro. I'm like for real. Like, damn, man. That's damn, man. No, fuck that. Janet is going to keep winning. Like Janet, it ain't too many people that's going to beat Janet. Okay, all right. How about Rihanna versus Alicia Keys?
See, Alicia Keys already did a versus with John Legend, and I said this because man, man, because me and my sister we had this talk because, like I said, she a diehard Beyonce fan, right? And I think we talked about here on the podcast how Beyonce took A. Marie's style, and she doesn't believe it. She don't believe it at all.
Yes, she did.
But
yeah.
And I also said.
I ain't even going to pretend like I've been saying that, but just thinking about it, yeah, she kind of did.
And they was like, how? I was like, yo, she took a whole producer. It was like to the producer A. Marie had, and all the hits she was doing, like Beyonce took that whole style.
Yeah, and ran with it. And she ruined a woman I was going to fall in love with. Like, I was in love with A. Marie from the jump. As soon as I seen her.
I love A. Marie. That's a beautiful woman. We about to get. I don't want to get into that black woman spill like we usually do.
Like we always do because we ain't got enough time.
We ain't got enough time, but who did you say that? Who did you? No, Alicia Keys and Rihanna. I'm also Alicia Keys biased, but I've always said that if Alicia Keys didn't do a versus with John Legend, who I thought Alicia Keys beat, I said Alicia Keys can go blow for blow with Beyonce. Also think that.
She can. I wish people would remember, but they don't. I'll just give them time to figure it out.
Yo, and I understand the Beehive is going to be the Beehive. You can't convince the Beehive. But I also tell people you don't understand. During that time when both of them was hot, they both had fire albums. They both was having
Alicia was giving you what? Man, Alicia was knocking hits out the fucking window.
Yeah. And I know, I said the only reason Alicia Keys isn't where Beyonce is, even though I think she's an icon in herself, is because Alicia Keys had fucking kids.
Yo, before we end this podcast, I really would ask you, did you see the game's top 10 list?
I did, and Lil Baby is in his top 10.
Yeah. That was the slap in the face for me.
It was a good list. It's not a bad list, but
that was a slap in the face for me.
Yo, it's not a bad list, but the game putting Lil Baby in his top 10, I was like, wow.
I think he put Lil Baby in the top 10 because he couldn't put himself. Because he wanted to put his.
He don't even have Pac in his top 10. I noticed that.
He don't.
Yeah. Let me look at it. Jay-Z, Nas, Wayne, Eminem, Kendrick, Snoop Dogg, Drake, Andre 3000, J. Cole, a little bit. You don't even have
Tupac or
Biggie
in your top 10. You got Andre up there. You got Kendrick. Eminem, I hate how it always grinds my gears.
You about to get your Lord Jamar on?
No, I'm not. I just don't think he's top 5. I'm sorry. Kanye West needs to be top 5. Call me what you want. I am biased. I don't care. Kanye West has one of the greatest 5 album runs ever. You serious?
Shoot, my top five is different from. I don't want to say it's different from a lot of people. I was just like, but I will say my top five. I think I have names in there that I don't think no one, unless you are a diehard fan, will put them in your top five.
Lupe Fiasco.
Yes, he's
I
number
already
three.
know. I already know who.
Busta Rhymes is number five,
Mm-hmm.
and and I know people love Busta, but I've never heard Busta Rhymes in anybody's top 10, even though he's great at what he does.
Nah, I don't think I ever. I don't know. Maybe I would. I would put him in my top 10. He might be, but you know, see, but it doesn't matter because we all know who the hell is number one. It doesn't matter. Number 2 and 3, you're cool, but number 1, we know who the best and the greatest is. His name is Sean Carter.
Yeah, his
Ray
verse
would never
his verse
agree.
is sorry not sorry is
Ray,
dope.
Ray, Ray is Nas until I don't know why. It's just like y'all will wonder why we like our best friends, because like certain things that we both are passionate about, we are total opposites on.
No, I was like I get look. I told people all the time I would pick Jay Z over Nas any day. And a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy. I say, yo, y'all gonna stop fretting on Jay Z's lyrical abilities.
They disrespect it. They disrespect it so bad. Like
They do. I
they
think they
just
disrespect it because Jay Z is more pop, even though he's lyrical as fuck. But everybody look at him as very popish compared to Nas. So it's just like
I just continue to spread the message and let people listen to the greatness. Like I will put a Jay-Z song on quick. Like it doesn't matter what you want to hear. I'll give it to you. I really had an argument with some old heads the other day, and they said that we were having an argument about who was better between Jay-Z and Scarface.
they must have been from the South.
No, they're from here. These were my uncles. And my uncle swore up and down that Scarface was the greatest of all time, and he thinks Scarface was better than Jay-Z. And they was going song for song with me and everything. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? like who breeded y'all? Like we are not from the same family when you think like this. And my father, of course, came around and he's just like, no, they're crazy. I don't know what they're talking about. My father also believes Jay-Z is the greatest of all time because it's the truth. He's the one. He validated for me when the first day I said it, and he was like, "Yeah, you right." I was like, "All right, I'm just making sure," because I know what I hear, and I hear a goat. Like I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. What?
Let me handle that business there.
That's that simple, and that was crazy.
All right. All right, because I know we can talk for hours. I do got
Yeah,
to end
it
this
is. Yeah,
podcast.
look at the time. Look at the time.
Yeah. And another entertainment podcast, and this is another time Q and Ray talk sports and battle rap
And whatever else.
and whatever else. And but I would like to thank you for coming on again, as always.
You know it. You know it. It's always a pleasure being up here.
And I would like to thank y'all for listening and hear us talk our shit again. This is, you know what, let me just say podcast signing out. Peace.
Peace.